श्रुतेर्गम्यपतीयेत न प्रतीयेत चात्मनि तद्विद्यात्मनो मायामिथा भासो यथार्थमः स्वाहा इदं विष्णुवेदं नामम् तथा महन्ति भूतानि भूतेषु च शुभेषु प्रविष्टानि तथा तेषु न तेष्वहम् स्वाहा इदं विश्ववेदं नमः एतावदेव जिज्ञासं तत्त्वजिज्ञासनात्मनः अन्वयव्यतिरेकाभ्यं यस्य सर्वत्र सर्वदा स्वाहा इदं विष्णवे इदं नमः। The canto 19th verse onwards. Out of the verses. न वै सात्मात्मवतां स्वतमः सप्तस्त्रिलोक्या भगवान् वासुदेवः न स्त्री लक्ष्मणं मश्नुवित न लक्ष्मणं चापि विधातुमर्हति स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः जन्मनो महतो न सौभगं न वा न बुद्धिर्नाकृति कोशहेतुः दैर्याद्विष्टुतानपि नो वनौकशश्चकारु सख्येवद लक्ष्मणाग्रजः स्वाहा इदं विष्णुवेदं नमः सुरोऽसुरो वापि अथवा नरो नरः सर्वात्मना यः सुकृताञ्जनं तमं वचरामं अनुजाकृतं हरिं योत्तरान् अन्यत् कोशलान् दिवम् इति स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः ॐ नमो भगवते उपशम शीलायो भरतानात्मया
देखा ही होगा
ऋषि ऋषभाय नर नराय परमगुरवे आत्मरामाधिपतये नमो नमः इति स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः गायति कर्ता ससर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते भगतो विदैहिकैः द्रष्टुर्नगरस्फुटगुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो असक्तः विविक्तसाक्षिणे स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः इदं हि योगेश्वर योगनैपुणं हिरण्यगर्भो भगवान् जगादयत् यदन्तकाले त्वयि निर्गुणे मनो भक्त्या दधीतोचित दुष्कले वरः स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः
घुमाएंगे तो
कामग्नं पटः सुतेषु दारेषु दानेषु चिन्तयन् संकेत विद्वान् पुकारेवराजयात् यस्तस्य यत्नः श्रमेव केवलम्
कल ब्रेड पराठे दे दूंगी
त्वं कुकिले त्वन्माययाहं ममताम् अधोक्षज विन्द्यामयेनाशु वयं सुदुर्विदां विदेहि योगं त्वयि नः स्वभावम् इति स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः ॐ पूर्णं होमं यशसे विष्णवे जुहोमि योऽस्मै विष्णवे जुहोमि सवरं यस्मै ददाति विष्णुवरं वृणे यशसभामि लोको स्वाहा नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णकृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायिने कृष्णाय चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मणेभ्यः जगद्पिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमस्ते नरसिंहाय नमस्ते भगवान की जय, श्रीमंतराज महाराज की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम अज्ञानिनां शेषां नमस्तत्वं समस्तत्वं शेषशैलशिखामणि। ओम अज्ञानिनां मया दोषां न शेषां पीतान्तरे समस्तत्वं शेषशैलशिखामणि। ओम अज्ञानिनां मया दोषां न शेषां पीतान्तरे समस्तत्वं शेषशैलशिखामणि। भार्गव नरसिंहा भार्गव नरसिंहा भार्गव नरसिंहा भार्गव ओमग्ने त्वं समुद्रं गच्छ ॐ त्वं शीतलो भव नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। समेत भक्तवृंद की जय। Always somebody is Hare Krishna, always somebody is Hare Krishna, always somebody is Hare Krishna, always are Prabhupada की जय। We have a short one. Make a class. The Zoom will be there with us after. Zoom को बंद करके एग्जाम जाओ। एग्जाम के लिए जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय So we'll have 6th canto, 7th chapter, very important chapter. How important is to respect the spiritual master, and what happens when a person disrespects the spiritual master. So Indra offended Brahaspati. So what are the consequences he had to face? And then in the previous chapter, the progeny of the daughters of Daksha has been described. So in that, the Prajapati Tvashta, his wife was a daughter of a demon, Rochana, and they begot two important sons, Sannivesha and Vishwarupa. Now, Vishwarupa's mother is a daughter of a demon, father is a Brahmana, Tvashta. So the question now it starts here. Sri Rajavacha, Parikshit Maharaj is asking Sukadeva Goswami, why is it that the demigods, they accepted Vishwarupa as their guru? What happened to Brahaspati? Why Brahaspati was not there for performing the sacrifice? Yajna had to be done. Brahaspati refused to perform the yajna. Actually, the guru of the demigods is Brahaspati. So now the question is, Rajavacha is asking, Kasya heto parityaktah acharyenatmanah sura etadadachaksha bhagavanchina makramam guru. So here, chiksharam akramam guru. What happened? What is that akramam? Akramam means what is the offense which they have done to the guru? That Brahaspati refused to accept the sacrificial yajna of the demigods. Why did the spiritual master of the demigods, Brahaspati, reject the demigods? Now, what offense did they do? Please describe to me in detail. Why did they select Vishwarupa? Somebody has to be there to perform the yajna. Guru has to be there to perform the yajna. So now Brahaspati rejected them. What is the purpose? Why he rejected them? It is said, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, Saptame Guruna Tyakte Deve Daitya Praja Jitahe Vishwarupo Gurutvena Guto Brahmo Padeshatah. The seventh chapter describes that how Brahaspati was offended by the demigods. He left them. And then the demigods were defeated by the demons. Demons always, they try to find out where the demigods fall weak. When a person becomes weak, when he is not in the shelter of his guru. Simple. When he is not having the shelter of the guru, automatically his power is gone. So that is why shelter of the guru is very, very important. And guru's shelter will be attained only when he performs offenseless service to the guru. So we have to be very careful when we deal with the guru. So that is how here it has been said that the demigods now, they are now having no shelter. They were not having shelter. So demons, they tried to find out this opportunity and they defeated the demigods and they took the throne of Indra. So they had to perform the sacrifice so that they can get back their positions. Brahaspati was not there. So Vishwarupa, they had to do. So now the story starts like this. Sukadeva Goswami says that once upon a time, Indra was so proud of his opulence. So Guru is not materially opulent, but spiritually opulent. Guru has all the knowledge of the Shastras. He may not have the material opulence. Indra had the material opulence, so much of opulence. So what happened? He transgressed the law of Vedic rituals, of Vedic etiquettes. He was seated on the throne. Everybody were surrounding him. Apsaras, Manuts, everybody were Gandharvas, Siddhas, Charanas. Everybody were serving him. And also there were great saintly persons also. There were Vidyadharas, Apsaras, Kinnaras. Everybody were serving them, honoring him with respects and offerings. So all these things were going on. Brahaspati came at that time. When he appeared, Brahaspati appeared. Now Brahaspati is Guru of Indra. So when Guru appears, immediately the disciple should get up from his seat and offer that seat to the spiritual master and perform and pay the respect. But what happened? Brahaspati was a spiritual master, the demigods of the demigods, and was respected by the demigods and demons alike. But Indra, when he saw the spiritual master before him, he did not rise from his own seat, nor he offered a seat to his spiritual master, nor did Indra offer him a respectful welcome. Indra did nothing to show him respect. So it is said sometimes a person is taking a discourse. At that time, his spiritual master comes. So what should he do? Should he get up from the Vyasasana when he is giving a discourse? So if it is possible, okay. If it's not possible, because thousands of people are saying, even many are sitting, then if it is not able, he's not able to get up from the Vyasasana, at least he should show by the gestures. He should pay respect, show by the gestures, and make everybody chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and welcome the Guru and give him a proper seat. And if the Guru has come and Guru can give a class, then he should immediately get down to the Vyasasana, make the Guru sit on the Vyasasana and hear the class from him. That is the first and the foremost he should do. And if he cannot do that, then at least he can tell, please take a seat and make everybody chant the holy name. Maharsha did not do that. That is why he was punished by Balaram. When Balaram came, who is the Adi Guru, Maharsha, who is the father of Sukadeva Goswami, he did not pay respect to Balaram. He did not even care. Same thing in Drops. Guru came and he did not even care to welcome the Guru, pay respect to the Guru. Now, Sagunan Samatitetam Brahma Bhuvaya Kalpat. Pure devotee is beyond the three modes of material nature. So where is the question of getting angry or getting upset? Brahaspati is beyond the three modes of material nature. He is not even bothered somebody is giving respect or not. But still to teach, because how a disciple can improve. Only the Guru can teach. That is why Brahaspati, he knew what is going to happen in the future. He saw that he is transgressing the etiquettes. Like Guru is father, is like a father and a mother. If the parents see the child is behaving very rotten, then what a mother and father should do? Punish the child. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's the problem. Spare the rod, spoil the child. If you don't punish your child, the child will be spoiled. The same way, if the disciple is not punished, if it is not corrected, then how the disciple will improve? That is why what is the first and foremost duty of a guru? Not only to shower the mercy, but to even correct or guide the disciples. So this is the first and foremost duty of the guru. So here he saw that Indra is transgressing, that etiquettes is crossing it. And why? Because he's so puffed up by his material condition. His opulence is also a curse if not utilized in Krishna service. Person is having lot of richness. Actually, it is a curse. It is, you can say it is a very bad karma. Because he has got so much of opulence that he doesn't know how to serve Krishna. Then what he does, he utilizes it for his sense gratification. But he is not even able to gratify his senses also properly. Because the senses find the real happiness in the service of Krishna. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. By our senses, we have to serve Krishna, and that is the time the senses also gets the real enjoyment. The real enjoyment is in serving Krishna. So if a person doesn't know this, then what happens? It is a guru who can guide. Now this material opulence is actually it's a miserable condition. That is why Kunti Maharani also says, Janma Ishwari Shuta Shri Vedamana Manupuman. This Janma, Aishwarya, Shuta, Shri, this is all four obstacles in the path of devotional service. Janma means high birth. Now a person is getting birth in a very Brahmana family, high family. That time also he may become puffed up. Edamana Madhapuman. Madha means he can become puffed up. Janma, Aishwarya, if he has a lot of riches, he can become puffed up. Shruta, if he is very intelligent and has a lot of educational strength, that also he can become puffed up. Shri, he has a lot of beauty. So all these things are the cause of pride. So the pride is an obstacle in the path of devotional service. So what did he do? He did not say it. He could have cursed Indra, but he did not curse him. He just left. He just went away. In silence, he went to his house. He could have cursed. He has the ability to curse, but he did not curse. He just went away. So then what happened? Indra, he could understand his mistake. When Guru left away, immediately Indra could understand. He could understand that he has disrespected his spiritual master. Then he was condemning himself. He was feeling very tuchha. At the time he says, Aho bata Maria Sadhu. Kritam vai dabra buddhina. What happened to my buddhi? Then I did such a regretful thing. I committed such an offense to my Guru. Because of the pride of my because of the pride of my material opulences, I failed to show respect to my Guru. He entered this assembly. He came to this assembly. He came to my palace. I should have invited him very nicely, but what I did, I insulted him. So he could understand his mistake. That is the nature of a devotee. Demigods are devotees of Krishna. So what happens when what is the difference between demigod and a demon? Both are the sons of Kashyap. But Diti, Aditi. But what is the difference? Aditi's children are demigods. They are naturally devotees of Krishna. So when a devotee does an offense, does a mistake, he realizes the mistake. Now Brihaspati did not say, why you did not respect me. He did not even curse. He did not even point out the mistake. But the devotee's quality is they can immediately sense out their own mistake. That is the nature, that should be the nature of the devotee. They should immediately sense out their own mistake instead of finding out the mistake of others. Sense out one's own mistake. What is the nature of a demon? The demons always try to find the mistakes of others. Demons are never surrendered to Lord. That is why they are always puffed up. The difference in the pride of a demigod and the pride of a demon, the pride of a demigod makes them understand their mistake. But a pride of a demon will never make them understand the mistake. Instead, they go on committing more and more mistakes. You see, Hiranyakashipu, he was also very much proud of his opulence. He did tapasya, he got the bala. So they do more tapasyas to get more bala, and that more bala make them more and more puffed up. And in this way, they go on offending the Lord, offending the devotees. So here, Indra could sense out this mistake. He said, I was proud of a little opulence. What happened to my intelligence? Actually, I am the king of the demigod. He is Indra. Indra Deva. Indra Deva means he is the king of the demigods. So that means he should be situated in the mode of goodness. Devas means they should be in goodness. Why is it that passion, because of passionate or because of false ego or passion, he offended his guru? So he said, under the circumstances, who in this world would accept such riches at the risk of falling down? Alas, I condemn my wealth and opulences. He said, when I am the king of the demigods, I have so much of wealth, and this wealth made me do such a great crime, then who in this world will like to accept such a richness which will make them or which will be the cause of their falling down? That's why Kunti Maharani, when Krishna says, you are placed in such a wonderful position, now I have given the whole kingdom to you. Kunti Maharani says, we don't want all these opulences because these opulences will cause us to forget you. So Kulashekar Ayvar says, if the opulences have come on its own by some prarabdha, is born as a king, then let me use these opulences in the service of Krishna. Then there is less risk of falling down. Without pride, if a person uses his opulences in the service of Krishna, that opulences will not be an obstacle in his service. In fact, because of that opulences, he can serve Krishna more and more without having any tinge of pride or any tinge of name and fame. So he says, so here is describing that the leader means he should actually direct the people who are his followers. Now, I am the king, and people will be seeing my behavior, but my behavior was so rotten. So King Indra says, I shall go down at the lotus feet of Brihaspati. Yataham anaravyam agada dishanam dijam. So let me go. Agada dishanam. Agada dishanam means my spiritual master is deep in spiritual knowledge. Amaracharyam. Amaracharya is the spiritual master of the demigods. So, prasadayishye nishataha. So, without duplicity, let me go and please. Let me go and pay obeisances to you. Shirshna. Shirshna means with my head. Let me go down towards Tat charanam sparshan. Let me go and touch his lotus. So, this is how he realizes mistake and he wants to pay atonement for prayashchitta. So, what he says, my spiritual master is full of knowledge, and my spiritual master is guiding all the demigods. Now here, the Brahmanas are guided by him. So let me go and pay obeisances to him and satisfy. So in this way, Indra was thinking like this. So Brihaspati, he understood his mind. And immediately Brihaspati became invisible. Because somehow Brihaspati was very powerful than even Indra was. So he knew Indra is going to come. Immediately he became invisible. Now the question may come that he is now sincerely that vidhi padipatena pariprashtena svedeva patakshanatena jnana. He just wants to now go and take shelter of the spiritual master, pay obeisances to him and ask forgiveness Then why Brihaspati became invisible? Gayab. Then Indra searched because he wanted to see whether Indra is really seeking mercy or there is a duplicity. And here also, Brihaspati knew the mind of him. He knew that without duplicity he has come, but still he wanted to test him more. So now Indra searched vigorously. With the help of all the demigods, was vigorously searching Brihaspati, but he could not find him. He said, "Oh, my spiritual master is so dissatisfied with me. I've lost all my good fortune." And in this way, he could not have any peace of mind. The moment we are not satisfying a spiritual master, dissatisfaction in the mind of spiritual master causes restlessness or no peace in our mind. That is why it's very important how to always satisfy the mind of a spiritual master. So there are duplicate spiritual masters who feel that, okay, if he is treated as God, then he will be satisfied. They are all duplicate spiritual masters, like these gurus in the market who call themselves as God. So we should be very careful of such gurus, bogus gurus. Real spiritual master is one who considers himself the servant of God. So real spiritual master is one who follows the Shastras. He has a guru for him also. So in this way, here was in a very pitiable condition. Immediately Shukracharya. Now who is Shukracharya? The guru of demons. Now he instructed the demons. You see, Indra is completely in a helpless condition. He is restless. Go and attack him. There is always a fight between demigods and the demons. So the demigods' heads, the thighs, arms, other parts of the bodies were injured by the sharp arrows of the demons. Their restoration, the fictioning, Nirbhinna Guru, so all their thighs, arms, were all injured. The demigods, headed by Indra, saw no other course than to immediately approach Brahma. They ran to Lord Brahma. What they do? Well, demons have attacked their planet, that is Svargaloka. So they went to Satyaloka. They went to Brahmaji, bore their head, and took his shelter. Now what happened? Sakha bhirtatan vikshah bhagavan atmabhurajah. So now here, Bhagavan Atmahu. So Lord Brahma, who is very powerful. Who is Lord Brahma? He is qualitative incarnation of Krishna. He is in charge of the mode of passion. He is responsible for the creation. So one of the avatara of Lord is qualitative avatara of Lord is Brahma. So when Brahmaji saw demigods coming towards him, and their bodies were injured with the arrows of the demons, he pacified him. And then he spoke as follows. Shri Brahmo Vacha Aho Bata Surashrestha Yabadram Bahakritam Mahat Brahmishtham Brahmanam Dantam Aishwaryan Bhyanandatu Nandata. Now Brahmaji saw the pitiable condition. He says, "Oh, best of the demigods, what happened? You became mad, Madha. Madha means you became mad. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mad. So mad is a condition where a person becomes mad because of different things. Somebody has opulences, he becomes mad. Somebody is born in a high family, becomes mad because of the pride. So the pride makes a person mad. And you all became mad because of the material opulences. And you failed, he is telling to Indra, you failed to respect Brihaspati when he came to your assembly. He says, because he is aware of the Supreme Brahman and fully in control of his senses, he is the best of the Brahmanas. So Brihaspati is the best of the Brahmanas. That is why he did not curse you. Anybody else would have cursed you. We were shouted at him, got angry with you, but he did not. Because he is aware of the Lord. Therefore, it is very astonishing that you have acted impudently towards him. Brihaspati is very silent. And Brahaspati says, glorifying Brahaspati. That is the nature of the Guru. Guru is always aware of the Supreme Brahma. That is why anybody who insults the Guru automatically gets punished without the Guru telling you. Because the one who really serves Krishna very sincerely and gives guidance to everyone, Brahaspati, he had complete control over his senses. Guru means Vacho Vegam, Manasapota Vegam, Siva Vegam, Vikrupasta Vegam. So he has complete control over all his senses. Sometimes Prabhupada used to shout. So somebody can say, is Prabhupada not having any control over the senses? Prabhupada has perfect control over the senses. The shout of the Guru, the love of the Guru are both on the same platform. So here, when we say control over the senses, he knew that they have done the mistake. And just to check their mistakes, Brahaspati immediately left the place. He says, because of your behavior, Kasyayam, Anadhasyasti, Parebhyo, Vaha Paravayo. Because of your behavior towards Brahaspati, you have been defeated by the devils. So what is how to understand this? When a person insults his Guru, offends his Guru, his Satoguna automatically vanishes. That is the time all the demonic nature enters that person. Rajas, Tamas enters that person. To the extent he serves the Guru, Satoguna takes the shape of Shuddha Sattva also. His Satoguna goes on increasing. That is why you can immediately find out a person who is Sattva. You can see by his features itself that he is chanting nicely, he is serving nicely, very sincere. The moment he offends the spiritual master, automatically Lord keeps him in a separate, Lord keeps him up. And slowly, all the demonic tendency, getting angry, getting envious, all this creeps inside. When it creeps inside, his looks also changes. The same person, his looks automatically changes. All the divyata automatically vanishes. So here also, when we can see the demigods are immediately attacked by the demons. And now, he says, demons were weak. They were defeated by the demigods several times. Or what? Now, who defeated who? The weak people defeated the most weak people. Now, who is the most weak person? Because one who offends a spiritual master is a weak person because he has no shelter. Like if the child leaves father and mother and goes outside, he'll be attacked by many people. He'll be cheated by many people. One who has ashraya, and real parents are who? Who is the real parent? Jagannath. Lord Jagannath is a father for everyone. And one who leaves the ashraya of Jagannath is actually your enemy is the demons. They're extremely weak because of but since they have now worshipped Shukracharya with great devotion, they have again become powerful. So even demigods, even the demons, they had insulted Shukracharya. At that time, they became weak. And now when they worship Shukracharya, they become powerful. Now their devotion to Shukracharya, they have increased their strength. Now the demons also have Guru. Shukracharya is also Brahman. Now by worshipping their Guru, they got strength. By the mercy of the spiritual master, by his benefit, by the mercy of Krishna. So by the mercy, even a dumb man can become the greatest orator. Mukam karoti vacharya, pantum lanketi, yatrupatam aham vande paramanandam. Shri Guru Dina Karanam. So Lord Brahma wanted to point out to the demigods. By the strength of the Guru, one can become very powerful in the world. So Shukracharya was insulted by the demons. And then afterwards they will worship again, he worshipped. They became powerful. So because of their firm determination to follow the instructions of Shukracharya, his disciples are demons.
are now unconcerned about the demigods. In fact, kings or others who have determined faith in the mercy of the Brahmanas, cows, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, and always worship these are always strong in that position. Now somebody can ask, now demons have guru. So demons, so even wrong people, they also have gurus. There are who committed suicide, what we call them, terrorists. They also have guru, and the guru says, "Go, keep a suicide bomb," and they also follow their instruction. They also get bala. It's not that it's not so easy to tie a suicidal bomb and destroy their own life. They are also getting the strength. What is the difference between the strength got by a demon and a strength got by a demigod? Both are having guru. One guru is telling to fight against God. Like Bali Maharaj, when Lord came to ask 3 pieces of land to Bali Maharaj, Shukracharya was warning Bali Maharaj. Don't give anything. This person is actually Vishnu. But Bali Maharaj, he did not follow the instruction of Shukracharya. In fact, what he did, he just, because Lord has come to him, because Bali Maharaj is grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. He is a great devotee. So he did not follow the instruction of Shukracharya. But he got lotus feet of Krishna, because the 3rd feet Lord kept on the head of Bali Maharaj. So a devotee not follow the instruction. Devotee, though he may be born in a demonic family, will not follow the instruction of a demon guru or the guru who is the head of other demons. He will not follow, because the guru will say, fight against Lord.